We are finally ready to take all of our hard work and export that into an MP3 file that can be shared with everybody. And so in a minute I'm going to show you how easy that is in GarageBand. But before we get to that, I wanted to show you a little help feature that's built into GarageBand. Over here on the left you see this little question mark. When you turn that on, it'll open up this screen here, which is the quick help screen. And so as you move your cursor around the screen, no matter where it is, on that quick help screen, it's going to kind of give you a description of what it is and what it does and a way to get more info. And so if you ever get stuck, if you're having a question, what is this? What does it do? Just move your turn on that quick help, move your cursor around, and hopefully, at least for me, it's been great to answer those questions for me, because even sometimes I know how to do it, but I forget. And so that quick help button has been very helpful to remind me of things. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now. And we're going to go ahead and do one last thing before we export. We want to be able to fade out. So if you click on Mix, in GarageBand, they have this built-in fade out. And so I'm going to go ahead and select that, and you can see here it gives me another track, a master track at the bottom, and you can see at the end it has a little fade out feature here. And so what it's done for me is that, the last several seconds of this, it's going to do a fade out. And so now you can hear how that music will slowly fade out, and so it just makes it easier. There is a way for you to do it yourself, but this is easier. You can also click this automation button here, and that'll get rid of that track if you still want to do some editing. But don't worry, it's still there. So if you listen to this, you can still hear how it's fading out. Now we have our file is kind of fading out, so we're ready to export. So to do that, you'll come up to Share, and then from Share, select Export Song to Disk. So from here, it gives it a name of the project, the date and time. You can leave that or change that if you want. I'm going to choose to save this to our Assets folder, so it's all in the same place. That way everything's there. I'm going to leave it as an MP3. I'm going to leave it at high quality and then choose to export. So it'll bounce and mix all of that down, and then eventually we'll have our file. I'm going to go ahead and save, go to File and Save. So any changes that I've made, I have that saved, and then I'm going to minimize our GarageBand screen here. And then from our GarageBand Assets folder, you can see that now I have this Poem Project MP3 file. And so when I open that, it's going to play in QuickTime, and now I have this MP3 file with everything that I created. It's all those tracks, my voice, the fade out, all of those things in there created, and now I can share that with anybody. You can upload it to Schoology, host it in your OneDrive, whatever you need to do.